Hello everybody and welcome to FPL Chit Chat. Apologies, this video is going to be out late. It was meant to be out yesterday. It was actually meant to be recorded on Wednesday, but I was too busy watching the Super Cup. So we're going to rattle through this really quick, get through this information quickly, get this video out before the deadline. So let's just crack straight into it today. We're looking at the strikers, best strikers for the FPL, or all optional strikers, because there's going to be a lot to pick from. But so we'll have a little gauge for everybody real quick. Straight into it. The main man, Golden Boot winner from last year, Harry Kane. First thing to think of is he was meant to be back the week in training. As far as we're aware, and everybody I think knows this, he's still not back training. Is he going to be there for tomorrow? Will they play him? You don't know how this story is really going to play out, to be honest. Chances are if you pick Harry Kane, he might well end up in a City top for you in a couple of weeks' time. So really don't know. Obviously, we know what he can do when he does play, goals and assists. Numbers went really high last season, added to the goals. For me, I don't know, probably hold off. I think it's too risky. A lot of money into one player, and you don't even know he's going to play. We don't even know if he's been through the door or for training yet, to be honest. So, listen, not much to say on Kane, is there really? It's just down to the fact of is he there or not, and I would say probably hold off on that one, guys. Straight into the next one, Danny Ings, new signing for Villa. Listen, for me, pretty simple with Ings. He can score goals. Can you keep him fit? It's the next question. Southampton done a good job of keeping him fit last year, which probably meant resting him for a few games, but they managed him really well, and his numbers are decent, and he's quite a decent finisher, quite clinical, can score all types of goals. You would think Villa could make more chances for him, you would say. Without Grealish, are they going to create as many as they did before? Would be the other flip side of that argument. But I think if they can keep creating, then Ings will score goals. And added to that, Aston Villa got a really good run of games. They got a good start, to be honest, this weekend. It looks like Buendia is going to be fit also, so that helps, matters. So I do think Ings will score. Will he score as much as what he did at Southampton? We will see. Can he keep as fit as what he did in the last season or so? He's obviously managed himself really well the last couple of seasons. Listen, if he's not scoring for the fact of missing chances and stuff like that, that's one thing. But let's hope he stays fit. We don't want to see any players out injured. So yeah, me personally, I quite like the option of Danny Ings. I think they have got good fixtures, and I do think he won't struggle scoring goals for Villa. But you always got to find your feet, right? So another interesting option. I think one well worth looking at. On that note, we might as well go to Watkins. Watkins had a knock in their last friendly, so one, he may well not be fit. But Watkins was at something around 33 or 38 percentage of selected ownership. As soon as Ings come in, that's dropped straight into single figures, I believe. So it shows you what people are looking at. Will Watkins even be in the lineup? But they're going to change the formation. Is he going to play from wide? Is he just going to be back up to Ings? I can't really see that. I think they'll either go 2 up or he'll play from wide himself. But he's not as clinical as Ings. So he is a good option. But I think Ings is a far better option if you're going to go for a Villa forward. Right, Antonio. Ever since he's moved to a target man, the front man, he's been really good. he scores a lot of goals. Well, he scores goals. Seems to always be involved in West Ham's moves. Decent in the air. Your half question mark, will he be on pen soon, you know? Not too sure. I think Declan Rice will still be on him for now, possibly, but maybe that might get changed, because West Ham had a couple of penalties missed at the back end of the year, right? But good option, had a good pre-season, scored goals in pre-seasons, couple of assists in pre-season, so another good option. People say, well, will he be as good without Lingard there now? But he was scoring before Lingard, and I think he'll score plenty now. He's not there again. And to be honest, with Lingard being there, and I think they found a certain way to play, and I think Benrahma can come in and be that free spirit, if you like, and the creative man now, while Lingard is not there. And I can see him stepping up. So I don't think Antonio loses anything with Lingard not being there. And I think he's another good option. And West Ham's fixtures are pretty decent as well. So he's another good one to look at for me. Moving on, we will look at Leeds. Patrick Bamford. He's a funny one. I pulled him out a couple of times last year thinking their fixtures were looking quite tough, and he still went and scored. I think he was the highest scorers English player behind Harry Kane last year. Yeah, very good player. Again, can score all sorts of goals on pens, or he rotates the pens, doesn't he? Or Leeds do, I should say. So yeah, Bamford's a good pick. I think they got a bit of a mixed start, Leeds, in fixture-wise. And also, I think a lot of people are looking at Rafinha as a cheaper option and maybe not doubling up there. But nevertheless, good option. A lot of people will be thinking different, right? So if anybody wants to do something different to someone else, or if you've seen any teams, or you're trying to go in a different direction anyway, because you're trying to avoid what everybody else is doing, Bamford's certainly a good pick. But again, if you're looking at Leeds, I think a lot of people are looking at Rafinha, right? So one of them ones, your choice on that one. Me personally, I won't be going for Bamford myself. Next one, Callum Wilson. We all know he can score goals. Can Newcastle create enough chances for Wilson to score? Plus, Wilson, he's always in and out of the team, right, because of injuries. I can't remember the last season he's not picked up an injury. He's always missing out. He'll always have 1 or 2 spells out of the team, right, because he's injured or got some sort of knock. Saying that, he's fit, fresh and firing at the moment. I can see Frazier coming into the team, hopefully more predominantly this year. St. Maximan is there. Willock looks to be coming in, not yet, but looks to be coming in. They had a good end to the year, so, and the fans are back for Newcastle. Fans are back for Newcastle for their home games, obviously. So maybe he's a good little look. Maybe he's something to look at, to be fair. Maybe he is. Depends how you lot set up your teams. If you want 3 strikers, maybe he'd be in there. If you only want 2, it's up to you if you want him in your 2, depending on what your midfield's like, right? He's a slightly cheaper option than what some will be. But certainly worth looking at. I think. Right. Iheanacho, I wanted to speak about, because I feel sorry for him, because I've got a feeling this poor man's going to be left out of the side. I think Rodgers is going to revert back to the old formation before Barnes got injured last season, where they switched to the 2 up and they had the Maddison in behind with a little diamond thing going on, wasn't it? But I can't see him being in the side. I don't think he'd be in the side, and which is unfortunate, because he's proven he can score goals, and he's a decent finisher, and he's a decent player, and he seems a good lad, right? But for me, I'd watch out for that one, guys. Anyone looking at Iheanacho, because I don't think he's going to play, if I'm honest. Which I'm cutting for him, to be honest. But yeah, I don't think he's worth the risk. Might be one worth holding off on there and see what happens for Leicester. But unfortunately, no. for me. And then last and not least, and I think I've even overlooked this guy, and I think he's only just come back to training the other day, yesterday, I think, to be honest. Calvert-Lewin for Everton, because Everton's first 6 games look very, very good. And if Calvert-Lewin gets the same sort of start as he did last season, I think he can haul a lot of points. It's just been said in a press conference he is available for this weekend. From the start, who knows? But I think he's that sort of player and a big player for Everton. Chances are he is going to get chucked in from the start, and he probably will play. And there's I'm half debating, do I bring him in? To be honest, myself now, I'm half convincing myself, do I want to bring him in? Because I don't think a lot of people are looking at him, and he's got a good run of fixtures, as I say. It's just 50-50, does he start tomorrow or not? But if it's one game he don't start, he'll play a part, won't he, tomorrow? He'll play a part tomorrow, and then from next week he'll be starting again, no doubt. Yeah, I think Calvert-Lewin could be a sneaky one that not many people are talking about, but it's certainly worth looking at, I think. Certainly worth looking at. A lot of people are looking at Kane and Ings, and obviously I've not mentioned him, Tony, for Brentford. It'd be interesting to see if he does well. I think he will. Don't put it past him from scoring for tonight, by the way. But yeah, Calvert-Lewin, I think he's certainly worth looking at, guys. And I think a lot of people are not really picked him up. And I've seen a lot of teams. A lot of teams have been sent to me, and not one person has had Calvert-Lewin in. So interesting pick, that one. But listen, really short one today. Rattled through the strikers really quickly. Gonna go and get this video out. Like and subscribe, please, guys. We can get more videos out as the season goes on. Looking to do a live later if people want it, and hopefully can help some people out before deadline. But for now, thank you. Enjoy the start of the season. See you soon.